A joint team from the European Union and UNICEF is partnering with the Anambra State government in the area of sanitation and hygiene to tackle the issue of open defecation, identified as still prevalent in 2 local government areas of the state. The leader of the delegation, Dr. Kabir Abbas, during a visit to the state governor, Willie Obiano, where the delegation also announced the nomination of the governor's wife as EU UNICEF Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH Ambassador.
Aerial view of Anambra State shows an active and densely populated area, given the industrial nature of some cities like Onitsha, Nnewi and Awka, that encourages influx of people and businesses into the state. Across most communities, the growing population has resulted in huge environmental, sanitation and hygiene challenges. Because of this, the government has initiated programs to improve the existing ones. The EU and UNICEF team visit Governor Willie Obiano to intimate him on the endorsement of his wife's program.
We need to enlighten the people more about the consequences of their actions and inaction around defecating in the open, and we know the cyclic relationship of how that will lead to diarrhea.
Develop a roadmap for ending open defecation in the state. It's a global program, and we know we cannot do it alone. If we're able to partner with Her Excellency, I want to believe that Anambra State will achieve open defecation-free status before 2025.
While receiving the delegation on behalf of his wife, Governor Obiano commends them.
This honor has done on her, and thank you for what you are doing in Anambra State. I recall that both of you, Abbas and yourself, commissioned a couple of your very important water projects. I believe they all have the solar. They also have solar power, which is critical. The other thing we asked the community to do was to take charge of security and ensure that no vandalization of water. And so far it's happening.
The delegation promises to continue to provide technical support to the state on environmental issues.
4 suspected cultists have been apprehended by the Department of State Services (DSS) in Abia State for allegedly beheading 2 students of the Abia State University and then posting the pictures on social media. The state governor, Okezie Ikpeazu, says he's appalled by the actions of the young men. The governor is assuring residents that criminals would face the full wrath of the law for their crime.
As far as I'm concerned, the cultist is a kidnapper, he's an armed robber, he's a murderer. It takes all to belong to the kind of cult groups which they have formed for themselves. Any person that is capable of shooting somebody, going ahead to behead that person and then take that person's head as a diadem, as a prize, and mount as goalpost. Take pictures of the severed head of a fellow student and post it on the internet. That person, I think, has gone to the limits of wickedness.
Abia State Governor Okezie Ikpeazu. Workers of the Kaduna Electricity Distribution Company are protesting against the alleged unfair arrest and detention of 2 of their colleagues. The union members alleged that 2 members of staff of the distribution company were arrested by officers from the Sabon Tasha police station in Chikun local government area of the state. The Assistant General Secretary of the union, Moses Amedu, says that the Deputy Speaker of the Kaduna State House of Assembly, Mr. John Audu, ordered their arrest.
These men were doing their job conscientiously, legally, and they came to the house of the Deputy Speaker, Kaduna, located at Mauta in Sabo Tasha. They discovered that the house was owing and got the house disconnected. But the Deputy Speaker, who supposed to be honorable, decided to go in the dishonorable way to go and get police. Instead of settling his bills, he went and arrested the staff, closed out the office, and subjected our men to torture.
I will end the show in the southwest of the country, where the meeting between labor union members and in Ondo State and, of course, government officials has ended in a deadlock. While the NLC chairman in the state, Mrs. Bosidi Daramola, insists that the strike embarked upon by the workers must continue until government pays their 5 months' salary arrears. Meanwhile, the Ondo State Commissioner for Finance, Mr. Kayode Kimade, is promising that the government is working towards meeting all the workers' demands.
The government team was led by the governor himself, and so we are still discussing, and we want to advise our workers to still continue to stay back at home, because we have not yet called off the strike. The strike, again, I reiterate, continues.
Negotiation continues. Government assured Labour that it will continue to explore all avenues that will lead to early payment of salaries. Government assured Labour that it is irrevocably committed to welfare of workers despite the present economic downturn in the country. Government therefore says it's awaiting the outcome of the consultation by Labour leadership with its members.
Definitely a work in progress there in Ondo State. And so on that note, we draw the curtain on the program News Across Nigeria. Many thanks for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun.